Welcome, it is that time again, and that time again is Dragon Quest Builders 2. Hopefully, at least. Because you never quite know. It doesn't always like to work the first time. Although it appears to have managed to hook in this time. So maybe it just dislikes doing it the other way. But there you go. Some people do just don't like it being done on the...
Hello there.
General Blue Boo. General Pogu. I say the birthday cake is back. All because I've denied you a Pogu Bunny. Well, you never know. Maybe next week I will put a Pogu Bunny on there, but it will cost you 1 million bits. Just to really stick in your craw. Because it will be like,
the Pogu Bunny's there. But it's 1 million bits. I can't click 1 million bits. But it's this Pogu Bunny.
You'll instantly bankrupt yourself for the sake of a Pogu Bunny. I sincerely hope that's not true, because I am sorely tempted to put it on at a ridiculous price. And so if you actually pay that price, that's just silliness. FunkyRobot.com. What the duck? It was a funky robot, that's what the duck. The only issue I've got with that one, and I think it's an issue with the cannons, I suppose, to a certain extent, but then again, they chose to put them in that fashion. But the cannons are just off-centre. It's just like,
Hey. Nah. Why are your cannons off-centre? The symmetry.
because everything else is symmetrical. That's the big problem. Everything else is symmetrical, and then you've just got the cannons off to the side. Guess who is back to Plat 5? I don't know. I think I do. It's you! Well done. You get to Platinum 5 very quickly now. And you did actually get to Plat 1, didn't you? Or did you not get there in the end? I think you said you'd got there at one point. So I'm assuming, are you planning on getting back to Plat 1? Or are you happy with just being in the Plats? Are you just happy being a Plat? Gale, I think that was a character from Coronation Street? Gale Platt? I think so. Don't know. It would have been years ago, if it was. You can't even plait. Well, that's because you keep shaving your hair. If you let it grow out, you let that bad boy grow out, or let the beard grow out, one of the two. You can plait a beard, you can plait hair. Hell, if you grow them both long enough, you can plait your beard into the hair. What was it? Bill Bailey. I want to grow my beard and pubes really long, plait them together and play them like a harp. No, I don't want to do that. Something like that was one of his more random statements in one of his stand-up gigs. I say random statements, knowing full well that he probably says it every single show. It's very difficult to consider the notion that a comedian is doing anything spur of the moment on the DVD recording. However, a lot of comedians are quite good with improv, so it's plausible. I don't know. But nonetheless, Bearded Santa burns the sleigh. Anyway, we'll do my 5 count. Oh, I see. You were Plat 4 and you're going backwards to Plat 5. Sorry, I was congratulating you for the wrong direction. I do apologise. Bill Bailey wanted a tattoo of a panther on his chest. Alas, too much chest hair, so it looks like a panther in a dense forest. I see. I don't remember specifically that line, but I will take your word for it. So I miscounted my 5 count, but is that a little cannon? I didn't know a little cannon existed. Unless it's meant to be it could be a telescope, but it looks more like a cannon, which makes me think it's a little tiny cannon. But I didn't know tiny cannons existed. But it's really nice. It's a good-looking harbour. It's a very good-looking harbour. It almost makes me want to build like a proper harbour, where you've got Brownbeard and his boat. You built a proper harbour town like that. Like they have. That might be the same harbour town. It's difficult to know for certain. But yeah, they've completely, just majestically refitted that entire dock bay. Oh, it's beautiful. It's legitimately beautiful, I think. Well played, Mr. Aura Free. Or Mrs. Aura Free. I do apologise. I always leap to Mr. It's just a habit. Anyway, I've completely lost count, but there's a boat sailing off in the distance. And that may still be... No, this is Spock now, but... Port City Hafenstadt? Have you got half and half? No, I've got a Hafenstadt. I'm assuming one of the themes was Port City at some point, because there's a lot of port cities for random people to have just built a port city. But there you go. But that's a nice one as well. They've, again, re-kitted the entire dock with a brand new material. Not entirely sure what that material is. Might be a dyed material of some kind, dyed white in some fashion, but not sure. Fishing ports again. All of the fishing ports every day. Nick. Oh, maybe it is actually meant to be Saint Nick, as in it's a Christmas themed one. I don't know. I don't know. There's maybe some Christmas there, but not necessarily enough to suggest it is actually meant to be Saint Nick. But oh no, hashtag Christmas. It is meant to be Saint Nick. Saint Nick Town Seaside Pier. Hello, come on down to Saint Nick Town. Oh, I mean, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. That's your command of the evening. Look at it. It's beautiful. I'm gonna like that because it is quite something. That boat is majestic. I think I've used the word majestic before, but never mind. Just because you've used it once before doesn't make it any less majestic. As a stern city. No, I think that was the front of the city. Oh, Pirates Island! Oh, liking that one as well. That is awesome. God, I don't even know how to... Oh, I think the sign... I can't... Oh, I suppose... no, the mouse doesn't show up. Bollocks. The sign on the... In fact, it's on two signs. Two signs there. I'm assuming that is a item frame that they've put a skull item in. I don't know. Either way, it's bloody clever. Bloody clever. But anyway, I can't deny the actual sort of skull and crossbones on the ship. I don't recognise that skull, but that's got to be an item. There's no other possibility. That skull must be an item of some kind. But the crossbone type area, I'm assuming just made out of several sort of possibly chiselled blocks. But, oh, yeah. I won't today, but maybe at some point I'm going to have to try and build myself a little harbour town area. Because today does have a slight plan. I cannot guarantee I will actually deal with this plan, and I can't guarantee the plan will go anywhere, but there is a degree of plan. It needs some adjustment and some working out, but I think we've got a plan. Because we built some fields there, which is quite nice. I'm quite pleased with my fields. The fields all over the place there. But what I'm thinking is I might try and build some kind of Is that right? Is that going to bugger everything? No. It's so weird, it keeps... Okay, maybe I did choose to do that, that's fine. I found a couple of these have kind of just gone no on storing the settings I've put in it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to regret this decision to have changed those settings. If it fucks up next time, but there you go. I'm hoping. Oh, I see. I'd have to restart the game. Okay. So, I'm assuming it's going to be stuck at that. Okay. Well, I suppose if it doesn't... If it doesn't die on me, then those settings will probably suffice. The only good news is I finally got a single today, so I finished the daily stuff. Nice. Should hit 10k gems soon and probably go on a spending spree Saturday night. I'm just going to die to access code talker. Yet again here, probably. I do recognise the idea of the access code talker, and they are bullshit. Now, granted, I think all of them are bullshit, so me suggesting there. But guys, why do you keep insisting on going around the back? What? Okay, I don't really want to build a back entrance into the restaurant, guys. But I don't quite understand why you're refusing to use the front entrance. So there's like a perfectly good staircase here. Perfectly good staircase. In fact, some would say that's a too good a staircase. So I don't quite understand why you're... This whole place, these guys are just insane. I don't understand them. They refused to use the toilet and got themselves stuck outside the toilet. Now they're all eating cabbages in a corner, just noshing off one another, hidden in the corner, thinking no one can see them, despite the fact that I've got blue hair and I'm stood proudly upon the wall. But they're really going at it there, aren't they? I do wonder if they're stuck again. Oh no, okay, they were just taking their time eating the food. But, as I say, I really don't particularly want to make a back entrance into this place. But I'm feeling like I may end up having to build a back entrance so that these fucking half-wits actually kind of do this properly. I suppose, arguably, one thing first, we'll just try and block this entrance off, and then they can't physically use this entrance, which might force their hand into using the correct entrance. But there you go. Do, 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 do. Such BS. I beat over their 5k attack immune to all effects monster. Yep. That's the biggest issue I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Has today. Too many cards are simply, I'm immune to all of the things. You know how you would usually defeat a monster? Yeah, I'm immune to that. Now they're just stuck here, aren't they? Now I'm just going to find that they're stuck here. Guys, you are a pain in my arse. You know that, don't you? Okay, no, they're making their way round. Right, up there. Right, now, in the fucking future, use the fucking staircase. Yeah, you see this lovely fucking stair... No, not down the fucking wall. Get on the fucking staircase, you fucking bellends. There you go. Now, don't go up the stairs. What are you doing going up the stairs? Why are you going back up the stairs? There's no need to go up the stairs. Go back down the stairs. Where are you going? What are you doing? Such bellends. What are you up to now? Why are you random... What are you doing? No! You don't exit the restaurant over the wall! I suppose this is the benefit of roofs, goddammit. It would stop the people wandering through the fucking restaurant and up and over the bloody road. Bloody walls. Bloody sausages. Bloody walls. Bloody sausages. Bellends. Just gonna stand here shouting, Bellend! I'm gonna do a fucking can't sleep must paint daredevil. Hey, you bellends! Yeah! Fuck you! Fuck you all! Fuck you both! You love these people. You have a penchant for anarchy. You really do. You wouldn't expect it, but you really do have this love of anarchy and chaos, don't you? On the outside, you seem like such a nice person, but when you get to know you, deep down, there's that anarchic nature that insists that things go horribly tits up and people jump over sodding walls and get buried in the ground. Anyway, hello Chester. I will just assess that before going back up the chat. But hello Chester. I'll get to the hello official in a moment or two. And they just easily go into him, pop my entire field, dust in my back row for good measure, and swing twice for 5,200. Yep, it's bullshit. It's too many things are immune to everything, and too many things can just get rid of everything. So it's like, this is immune to everything, and it's removed everything you've got. I see. What am I supposed to do? Oh, that's right. Surrender. Because the answer is nothing. There is nothing left. So, yes. My issues with Yu-Gi-Oh! Summed up. There's too many bullshit cards. Which I suppose arguably is a fairly fundamental thing in most card games, I suppose, eventually. When you... What is it? You die a hero and go out as a fantastic game, or you live long enough to see yourself become the bullshit muncher. And that is, I fear, what Yu-Gi-Oh! Has mustered. It has mustered the capacity to be the entire bullshit factory. Not just a single piece of the bullshit factory, no. Yu-Gi-Oh! Have managed to, you know, absolutely become the biggest and best of all of the bullshits. Right, so... I don't know... There's a plan in my brain, but I don't know precisely how I'm going to execute said plan. Which is kind of almost akin to not having a plan, I suppose, but I prefer the idea that I have a plan. I tell you what, if I just destroy that... God, I can't remember any of the buttons. I've been playing too many other things for a week. I can't remember buttons now. Can I remember buttons? Buttons is not what I remember. Right, so I think one of the first things we'll do is trash this stuff here. And I've got a nasty feeling this is the sort of stuff I can't just make as dirt. So, do we have some spare... Oh, we got some spare bark there. Cedar lumber's possibly going to be the better choice, because I can build a lot of cedar lumber, whereas I can't build a lot of anything else. So yeah, it might be better to use that sort of thing. Anyway, first crucial thing was dirt, 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 dirty dirt. I suppose maybe the arid earth and then a scarecrow might suffice. It's a bit of a... Whoops, no. Oh, oh, they are building fields now! Excellent, they are doing what they're fucking told to do. Little pricks. Little prick... What? Oh, I wasn't trying to place... Oh, no, right, there we go. And now, what I need Wrigley to do is turn that into dirt. There we go. Because I must admit, I'm not sure... Get off. Come away from me, you foul little scorpion brick. Excellent. Right, now what we want to do is take back my scarecrow, because I don't actually want a field there. I just wanted it dirt, not horrible stony shit. Oh, hello! Lots of fields! Yes! I didn't even actually do that. We did that last week, in fact, technically. Oh. Ho, 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 another challenge complete, I say. Crack, crack, cracking job, Veldin. Well, would you look at that. It's a mini medal. I kept that in my pouch for you. 3 more tablet targets, I'll give you a chisel. Toodle pip 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 for now, son. Right, we'll also sort of clear this area as well, because I don't like it. But also, we'll get back to proper chatting. Hello, 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 Mr. Chester Phoenix. Welcome. Welcome to the Dragon Quest Builders 2 evening. Hello. Now, the reason why I changed it is I don't think Wrigley can do that horrible shit that's there. No, he can't. Which is why I will need to, once again, use the trowel to transform that into the arid earth, and then finally we can hopefully get Ridley. His name is actually Wrigley. As in a little wriggly worm. There we go. Alright, ditch that as a field, and that should stop Wrigley doing his thing. Now then. Right. I mean, my thoughts are leaning towards doing it in this area here. But I'm not 100% sure now. I might have to adjust quite a lot of stuff. Plus, there's a lot of forest there, which I don't necessarily want a forest there. But I do need quite a lot of forest, so shit. Shittingtons. But here we go. Good. Right, this is where they've built a ton of fields over here. You still haven't done any of these sort of underwater fields, but I suppose I will forgive you. Also, that's slightly irksome. I suppose the easiest way to do this would be to pop that up and then flip him back that way. Excellent. And now pop that there and flip him backwards. That way, all my scarecrows in this field, this sort of row of fields, they're very much sort of facing the right direction, and I think I like that slightly more. Now, alright, I see, you've gone over there again. So you're doing it wrong. Doing it wrong yet again, guys. Don't know what the fuck is these guys' problem, but still. They have at least done a fair amount. Oh, I see, they're going to get water. You do realise there's water there, and water there, and water there. Right? You don't need to go all the way up the fucking waterfall to get water, do you? Guys. Maybe I'm going to need to make like a little pond. Didn't I have like a little pond area or something that was built elsewhere? Oh, an irrigation station, there you go. Well, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Because it's literally made of shit, in fairness. Not literal shit, but a fair amount of shit. So no, I don't necessarily feel like I want to build that, but I could probably build some kind of little pond. But in fairness, like, they could just go here for one crucial element. I don't have to go all the way up the flipping... What are you doing on the roof, man? Or monster? Either way, you shouldn't be up on the roof. Only I'm allowed to travel by roof. Or partial roof. Look, alcove. Bit of edging. Christ, these people. People are doing me head in. Just doing wild and wacky random things that nobody in their right mind would do under any normal circumstances. And yet these motherfuckers... And like that cow, I don't think it's moved. That's not a place for a cow, is it? God damn it. I might just leave this area. Because the populace of this area are fucking pricks. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Everything is going wrong here. All of it's wrong. It's massively wrong. The cow hasn't mooed. You should feel ashamed of yourself. You do love it when it goes wonky, clearly. I feel like most of it's fine, but Eva and Block Dragon are busted. VFD and Rongo probably need to go as well. Tri-Brigade Revolt isn't bannable, but is ridiculously strong for a normal rarity. You can't even limit it, though. Most decks only play 2 as is. They can easily search it out as part of their normal turn 1 combo. Lots of fields! Indeed! Lots and lots of fields. I'm sure if you fed him the right stuff, he could do a horrible shit. I'm assuming that was Wrigley. This is what happens when I get slightly far behind. It gets slightly more confusing. But I'm assuming that was where we were discussing Ridley. Wrigley. I keep calling it Ridley. Don't know why. Arguably, it's because Wrigley is a character. Ridley. Now I can't call. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We've now got Ridley is the worm, and Wrigley is the dragon creature from Metroid. That's our new stance on video games. Because I can't seem to say them the correct way round. It's fine. It's fine. Right, so... Yeah. I mean, I must admit, this little landmass here, I'm not sure about. Yeah. Do you know what? Executive decision. This landmass is going. Because it's doing nothing for me whatsoever. It's just sort of sat there going, I'm not really anything. I'm just here. I just exist. I don't know why I exist. Does anybody really know why they exist? There you go. If you haven't had your designated existential crisis for the day, I've just provided it for you. Never say I don't provide some kind of service. Right, so here's our sort of main area. And so we've got stairs there, stairs there. So I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking if we use the natural area we've got here. So I think, is it floorboards? It's looking like floorboards. Are you floorboards? Yes, you are floorboards. Excellent. So we can take what was already there and make a lovely little bridge. I think that'll work nicely. You sort of pop that across there, put that across there. I think we're going to want to get rid of that. I think we're going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. And possibly even get rid of that bit. I don't know. Okay. This is the problem. I don't really have a plan. I'm just kind of making it up and hoping for the best. I suppose it's not an unreasonable stratagem, but it is nonetheless problematic in this regard. I'm going to need food again. Goddamn man keeps eating his weight in fucking food. I don't necessarily want, like... sweeties I don't think are particularly good. Burgers are very good, but... problem is you always, like, there you go. Burgers are too good, in fact, if anything. Maybe burgers and then sweets. Yeah, we'll just have a bunch of sweets for afters, that'll do. I exist to remind you that you admitted there was a guy on a roof. Yes, I know. And he shouldn't be up on the roof. He's up on the fucking roof. Bigger man. He's something and aloof. Mega man. He's up on the fucking roof. Oh, no, I can actually have both of those. How do I sort the inventory? Not like that. I've done it several billion times accidentally, and now I can't find the sodding button. No? Okay. It's going to remain remain not sorted then, I suppose. Right. Okay. Again, it's like there needs to be a plan, but I don't know what the plan is, and not having the plan is making it awkward to actually do anything. So I'm kind of okay with the idea of a sort of dip down. So we do want triple stairs, and then I think we want triple stairs there. And the fact that we want triple stairs there makes me inclined to get rid of those two for now. Get rid of those two. And replace those with floorboards. And I did suggest, and I do stand by the fact that this might be a good notion, but I do actually have quite a bit of bark on me. But then again, I do feel like the bark is a resource that may run out. Whereas if I use that cedar stuff, I don't think it will run out. So I feel like the cedar might be the better choice. But difficult to say for absolute certainty. So let's get my trowel going. And get all of this as wooden floor. Excellent. That's what we're after. And now if I am going to... Whoop, no, that's not. I hate it when you're using one tool and then the other tool you forget you've not swapped. You forget you've not swapped tools and you end up using wrong tool. Oh, piss off, guys. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, ghosty bastard, piss off. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll trash this area here in favour of extending this bridge out to this sort of area. So what we want to do is extend my bridge out here. Something along those lines. Now we want to use my swirly tool to do that. Good enough. Rarely is, but on this occasion I think it might be. We'll smash out this area so that it looks more like it's meant to be a bridge here. I might have smashed that a little bit too far. But what we'll do is we'll try and fill it with water and then hope for the best that it looks alright. Which I suppose is the only option we've got at the moment. Oh, goddamn ghost. Yep. Absolute bellend. Absolute bellend today. Why do I have to put up with such annoying arse clowns? I don't know. I wish I did not have to put up with these bellends, but I seem to have to put up with bellends. I don't like bellends. I don't like bellends. I don't like bellends. No, I don't like bellends. I don't like bellends. I don't like bellends. I don't like bellends, sir. Could you please fuck off now? It's almost fucking daytime. Piss off. Piss off and don't let me see you round here no more. Piss off. You have to piss off now, Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost. You have no real choice but to piss off. 'Cause I hate bellends. I hate bellends. I hate bellends and I hate bellends. I hate bellends. I hate bellends. I hate bellends. Fuck off. It's got to be fucking sunshine by now, surely. No, apparently it's not. There's 3 ghosts lurking around here. The fuck are there 3 ghosts lurking around here? It's daytime. Go on. Jog on. Jog on, you little shit. Yeah, I knew you were fucking scared of sunshine. Anyway. Good lord. Okay, I'd like to say that Wrigley, being the leader of the space pirates, would make them significantly less dangerous, but given their ability to mess everything up, they'd probably figure out a way to do it, yes. I don't get the impression they're that effective, but then again, I suppose arguably they are up against a protagonist, and sometimes they're doomed. They're doomed from the beginning if they go up against a protagonist. All you have to do is just avoid protagonists. It's very simplistic. I feel like everybody should know that the solution is avoid protagonists. But somehow, they still don't know. They still don't understand it. And I don't get it myself, but there you go. I just to remind you that you admitted a roof. I've seen that one. A UR Blackwing card. Shame they haven't been good in 10 years. Aww. Poor Blackwings. I think that was Crow's deck, wasn't it? The Blackwings? I might be mistaken. I might be misremembering. No, I must admit, I am slightly misremembering because I'm thinking of, or at least I'm partially thinking of the Raid Raptors. So I'm slightly confused, but also not confused because I'm fairly confident I'm correct that Blackwings was in fact Crow's deck. A man called Crow. Now, shall we do the dirt trick or just use soil? I think we might just use the dirt trick. We shall see. But is the roof hot or tin? No, I don't think they are. And I don't think we've got a fiddler involved. We don't want no fiddlers around here. You get your fiddlers and you take them back. Nobody wants your fiddlers. Everybody just wants non-fiddlers. Keep waiting on these tickets to give me one of the like 5 cards that might actually be helpful. Second Bone Tower. It's always helpful to have a Bone Tower. You have just been admitted to my Bone Tower. Slap is the only appropriate response if someone says to you, you've entered my Bone Tower. Or I've entered my Bone Tower. Either way, slapping the shit out of them is the only correct answer. So he's actually only focusing on the sort of non-earth tiles, which makes a degree of sense. I just wasn't sure whether he'd change the grassy earth into earthy earth. But no, he will only focus his efforts on the idea of changing earth to earth. And possibly ashes to ashes. And maybe even, if we're lucky, he will do the funky to funky. But that's a very difficult move for a worm, I think. He's much better off doing the worm as a dance manoeuvre. Heroic and aloof, man-maker, man. Up on the housetop, I declare, that's Dad in his long underwear. He's giving Mum an awful... I don't think this is the tune, but I'm enjoying it. He's giving Mum an awful scare. The neighbours think he's not all there. I forget the rest of the song, but they send footage of him falling off the roof. Oh, that's not right. Sorry, I understand now. And win first prize on the TV show. I see. Did you not? Wrigley! Wrigley! Get your wormy fucking arse over here and do this one piece of fucking... Put the fucking scarecrow right on top. You can't miss it. Wrigley! Wrigley! Do as you're told. Wrigley! Oh, they're still climbing the fucking mountain. It's a staircase! I put a degree of effort in that staircase. Assholes. Oh, apparently Wrigley's decided to fucking go on strike. Excellent. Fine. I'll forget about that field, shall I? I'll forget about that field. These people are doing my nut in. I don't need my nut done in by these people. We actually want to, I think, at least. Oh, no, maybe not. I don't know. No, yeah, no. Yeah, I do want that one there. It's fine. I know what I'm doing, really. I don't have a clue. Get rid of the... what I might do is I might try and do... What they've done here is, like, they've got a nice wooden bank to the river. And I might try and follow that through, but the unfortunate truth is they've not really done a very good job of sort of committing to it. So they've just sort of gone, do wood, no, I can't be bothered anymore. Do a little bit of wood over there, oh no, I can't be bothered anymore. That's very annoying. Anyway, do your job or I'll set the crows on you. Wrigley doesn't get paid enough for this. No, he don't get paid at all, in fairness, but that doesn't give him the right not to do his job. He's literally only got the one job. If he's not doing it, he might as well fuck off. Has that cow moved? Yeah, I think the cow might have moved at some point. I think the cow's moved on now. Should really build a field for the cow, but still. Right, so I sort of have... This is kind of what I did with my last one. And I sort of quite like it as a concept. So what I might try and do is replicate it here. So what I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm thinking... I'm going to want, like, staircase here. So what we'll do is we'll start a little... kind of... To match here, it's going to kind of need to be a free staircase, isn't it? Which is less than optimal, but... I don't know. I suppose we'll go with it. We can live with a free staircase, I think. Free staircase! Free staircase! Come on! Come on, come on! Get your free staircase here! Come on! Never fear, free staircase is here. But it looks slightly more aesthetically pleasing if you sort of have it like that, I think. But, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Is that high enough? I kind of feel like I want to go higher and I've got a bit of space, so I probably can go higher. They were TCG meta for a while. Ooh. They've been relegated to fan favourite that sees some play despite not being very good. Oh, that's a shame. Because I did quite like Crow as a character. In fairness, actually, I think of all the series, I think 5Ds is like my second favourite of the TV shows. Yeah, I think that's probably roughly what we were after. Now I realise you don't know what I'm after, but still, I'm wondering if maybe one of the lighter woods up here. So we have the dark wood down below, and then we have a slightly lighter wood. I did use the softwood as walls, correct? Yeah. And I'm probably going to want to stick to the idea of using the softwood as the walls. Have I seen the new season of Yu-Gi-Oh? You're going to have to help me out slightly, because as far as I'm aware, the answer is yes. However, there may be a newer one that I'm unaware of, in which case the answer is no. But are you talking about the one where they chucked all of the words at the title, i.e. virtual reality. Oh, Go Rush. No, then I have not. Interesting. That suggests that Vrains didn't do very well, perhaps, because they've immediately moved on, which I suppose is not unreasonable. Although Vrains had a bit of oomph behind it, I think. It sort of, it was quite interesting because they dealt with like child kidnapping, and it was like, okay, that's fine, it's fine, but dark but fine. And if you've got a dark butt, then you may suffer from a fine because the police are institutionally racist. No, that's not. That got political real quick there, didn't it? Suddenly there, out of nowhere. It's just started. Does that mean you were watching it in Japanese then? Because that's not going to be suited for me, I'm afraid. I know, troglodyte, plebeian, whatever you want to call it. Arsehole, I suppose. But I kind of have to have it in English, because otherwise I don't understand it. And I know technically they don't translate it 100% perfectly, in which case it's not quite as accurate, but again, I kind of have to understand it. If it's subtitled, I suppose that's not so bad, but then again, I don't know. I tend to get easily distracted from most things. I don't know what I'm doing. I've built a staircase. I don't know why. I'm going to have a cry in the corner of my own staircase. I don't know. There is sort of a plan, but I don't know. It's not quite. No. I think the plan is reforming. Yeah, no, I think the plan is reforming. It's okay. It's okay. Never fear. I think the plan is reforming. There we go. Okay. Subs versus dubs. Dropping the dub step. I don't think that's dubstep. I think that's just a man going, which some would say better than dubstep. Cruel people, surely, who don't understand the idea of dubstep. See, this is why I hate building things sometimes, because it ends up being devilishly difficult to get them in the right positions half the time. But anyway. Right, so there's an argument to be had that I will want a sort of guardrail here somehow. So I potentially want... how do I usually do guardrails? I think it's going to be wanting sort of something like that, then that, and then probably that. I have to go up here. I kind of get not wanting to watch subbed all the time, but it's just better if you can. Yeah, I know, I've heard that, but I can't deny I do slightly prefer just being able to sort of sit back and go, yep, I'll just listen in. But I do understand it is considered slightly better. And I know they do take liberties with the actual translations in the sort of non. I'll do that. I don't necessarily want to encapsulate the entire staircase, because I don't think I need to, is one of the things, but also I don't want to. I don't want to. You can't make me. I really hope I can build more floorboards, because, well, I'm clearly going to need more floorboards. Well, having said that, I'm heading towards the idea of having enough floorboards here. What are we doing? So we're doing that one. Now we need to sort of just hoof it up here. Whoops. No, that's correct. That's also correct. There we go. Yes, that's made a semi. That's made me semi, because I really like staircases, and that's a magnificent staircase. No, that's not quite what I meant, but that's what happened. That's what was said, wasn't it? Yes, that is what was said. Yes, that's undeniable. That was what was said. How big do we need these houses to be? And I've just given away the fact that I'm building houses, which I suppose is of no real significance. But in terms of my opinion, I prefer dubs because I just prefer listening to it. But I can appreciate the fact that subs is superior to a certain extent. And yeah, understanding Japanese would be glorious, but I don't think I've quite got the patience, I suppose, is probably the more likely aspect. I just don't really have the patience to learn. Or the capacity, potentially. Very much a sort of potential for I don't have the capacity to learn anymore. But there you go. Maybe if I really dedicated myself, I could actually learn something, but I don't think I've got that. Again, that's the patience factor. We also have Creepy Face. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. That is so something from Monster Factory, that one. And if you've not seen Monster Factory, I would highly recommend it. Right, so I do feel like now I've done this needs a ring of that, perhaps. Probably because, yeah, I mean, I can't deny a guardrail is going to look alright there as well, which is quite good. There's a voice actor I really like in the dubbed version, like Crispin Freeman. I'll always watch that. While we're having standard internet debates, there's this new emote. Yes, they've got all sorts of bits and pieces, I think, haven't they, from their new advertisements. Their new adverts have all those differing things. Creepy face and pineapple on pizza. But at least with that pineapple, the benefit of that pineapple on pizza is you can just take it off without any issue. Because it's the whole pineapple. So you just can go, oh, what's this pineapple doing on my pizza? You can fuck off. Whereas with, proper pineapple slices, they're a little bit more sort of ingrained, and you can't just get rid of them as easily as you could with that. Pronunciation is easy to get reasonably close. Words aren't that hard. It's just kanji that take forever to memorise and are easy to confuse. Okay, so I mean, trust me when I say there is a plan. I don't know if I do trust you. Well, you have to. You have to trust in the process, and the process says there's a plan. It's not very good, but it'll do. I don't 100% think I'm going to be able to build a battleship, but you never know. Right, let's deal with... Tell you what, I do feel that this area here should probably continue being wood. So that this whole bridge section, wood, Ed wood, Eddie wood, Ed wood. How much wood? Wood. If Ed wood, good wood. Now, I don't necessarily want... Obviously, I still want to keep this being fairly sort of natural materials. I think this one's going to look a bit shit, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place it. Oops, no. Place it and see if I like it. You know, it's got slight Sonic vibes to it, old school Sonic. I don't know if anybody else would agree with that notion, but it really does have a sort of old school Sonic to me. I mean, yeah. Technically speaking, straw could work. Herringbone's not. It's not the ugliest of blocks, but I have used it elsewhere, so I do wonder if it might be nicer to use something else. Now, I suppose arguably, as a floor, you would get the benefit of that being sort of the pale wood. But I don't know if I like that, truth be told. Let's have a butchers at some of the other options and see what happens. We definitely did use the checkered block previously, so I don't necessarily want that. tell you what, we'll deal with this handrail situation first, because I think this wooden handrail is going to be the one we want. Yeah, the one that I want. Yeah, the one that I want. Oh, I can't. Oh. Why you no do like stone? Why you no do like stone? Oh, you absolute arsebender. Which is a very different version of Avatar. Precisely what the arsebender does, nobody really knows. But he does do something. I'll tell you what I think I need to do. For starters, what I think I need to do is get those wooden floorboards back out, because I think if I'm going to do some kind of handrail system, we're going to want a handrail system around the entire area here. Excellent. There we go. Is that going to be literally just enough? No. We'll put them all down. Fuck it. Might as well. What's the worst that's going to happen? I suddenly realised I needed the floorboards elsewhere. But I think I can build plentiful more floorboards. That's not a huge problem. A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood, because a woodchuck can't chuck wood. Damn straight. Weak arms. That's the problem with a woodchuck. He don't know how to throw things. Weak-willed and weak-armed. Terrible, really. Terrible combination. Okay, so I'm dismissing the wood because I don't like it. So that's mystery number one. I'm dismissing the wood. It's pissing it down with rain. Cock. Is your cock pissing it down with rain? No. The physical world is pissing it down with rain. Right, let's have a look at some more floor options. Wooden wall. That's not really a floor. Softwood. We are going to want some more softwood. I think we are going to want a ton of softwood, so I'll get another 300 blocks. That ant is clearly not quite able to attack me, which is quite useful. Silver birch lumber. Palm lumber. Adobe wall. I wonder what Adobe wall does, and does it cost a fucking fortune in subscription fees? Probably. Actual joke. Nice. Hardwood columns? No. Slatted wall blocks? I think it might be worthwhile. I'll chuck a bunch in my inventory. You never know, I might want them. In fairness, I've got a finite amount of space, so it's going to prove difficult. You could definitely learn something beyond Kekaku if you wanted to. I was actually watching the 4-episode miniseries to tie in the RC... Oh, you bastard ghost. Bastard ghost with his bastard ant friends. In fairness, I don't think the ghost has ant friends. I'm gonna burn your corpse, I'm gonna burn your soul, I'm gonna burn your underpants to your hole. Right. They are... Fuck off! I will fuck your fucking mother! Right. Fuck off! More fucking ghosts. Fuck you all! I was actually watching the 4-episode miniseries to tie into that Arceus game. Arceus. Arceus is definitely the better one, but I can't help it now. I heard Arceus once, and now I can't stop saying Arceus. Yeah, you better fuck off, you little fucking ghost prick. Come on, Mr. Ant-Man. Go on, fucking hands. Don't think the hands were going to attack me, but they're going to fucking die anyway. You'll die! You'll die! Okay. And one of the Team Galactic leaders uses the word Kekuku! At which point my monkey brain immediately goes, Kekuku means plan. I already wind Nick up with that one. Which one? Is that to do with the Kekuku? Kekuku! Kekuku! Oh, cuckoo! 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 I imagine you'd wind him up even more if he just went, Cuckoo! Cuckoo! He'd wonder what the fuck you were doing, in fairness, wouldn't he? He'd just turn around and go, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you cuckooing down the microphone? Chester, stop it. Fuck off, Chester. Cuckoo, cuckoo. And you can't stop. That's the key. That's the key. Even if he says fuck off, even if he says stop, you cannot stop. You just keep going cuckoo, And then eventually he'll probably put the microphone down. And that was a bit archaic for phones there, wasn't it? He'll put the microphone down. and that will do nothing. That will do nothing for him whatsoever, apart from the microphone will be slightly lower. He won't have dropped the call. He won't have done anything like that. He's just put the microphone further down. I've lowered the microphone, Chester. Carry on cuckooing if you have to. Cuckoo. Oh, dear. It's closer to key. Let's hear, sir. Let's hear, Sue. I have seen Sue. Don't you ask me if I've seen Sue. I've always seen Sue. I don't think you've seen Sue. And if you haven't seen Sue, you're missing out. Sue's magnificent. Hardwood tile. Let's build a bunch. These can be dyed. I don't know if I don't have the dye available. I think you can build your own dye, but it's one of those ones where I just don't have dye available, so it's kind of I don't know if I can be bothered to now that's nice. That's sort of nice and basic, that one. But I did say, well, no, actually the darker, because I'm using softwood as the walls, I do feel like the dark. Fuck you. Fuck you all. We've watched anime together, and anytime a character says kekaku, I'll say all according to kekaku. And then pause and say, kekaku means plan. I see. Less emphasis on the last U. They tend to trail off, not completely silent dialects and all. I see. Yes. Just got further away from the microphone really there, I think, didn't it? That's a Japanese man leaving. As I say, you're going to struggle to teach me Japanese, because I don't take things seriously enough at all, ever. It's a problem. I think it's become more and more of a problem. But arguably, if the world was not a joke, I might take things more seriously. Boom! Sick burn to the world. There. Sick burn to the world. That's why the copular verb desu is sometimes written explained as death. Soup. I don't know why I thought of soup. I just did. I thought of soup. I thought of soup when I thought of you. What does that mean? It means you look like soup. Please leave my house. But I'm saying it as a compliment. You look like soup. Saying I look like soup is not a compliment. It is where I come from. I like soup. I like soup quite a lot, actually. Soup is good. So you look like soup is a good thing. I don't like you. Leave, please. Anyway, you may be wondering what the fuck are you doing. Mostly going on some kind of strange thing about soup. I've now just got soup on the brain, which would probably explain a lot of things and maybe suggest I'm eating soup wrong. Because really, if I've got soup on the brain, that suggests I'm putting it in the wrong hole. You put soup in the mouth, not in the ears. I don't think you understand biology, do you? The ear is not just an instant. In fairness, actually, your nose would be closer to being able to get to your brain than your ears, because you can scramble your brains through your nose and pull them out. That's what the old Egyptians did, I think, wasn't it? They stuck forks in people's noses and scrambled them about a bit and pulled out the brain. That was mummification, I think. That might be a falsehood, I don't know. Truth be told. If anybody does know what they used to do with forks in Egyptian time, probably, I don't know, did they even have forks in Egyptian times? I have no idea. Right, we don't really need those at the moment, so what we'll do is get my soft wood out. Soft softwood and start building some walls. I want doubles, please. Doubles. There we go. And at some point in the not too distant future, we'll decide precisely how big each of these little houses is going to be. And I realise there's a sort of weird kind of contradiction there when you say, I wonder how big these small houses are going to be. But how do you get hardwood? I scroll over here. Softwood. Oi, hardwood. Softwood. Hardwood. Arid earth. But that's because I've spilt my hardwood and it's gone back to softwood. Right, so ideally, right, let's have a thinky McThinkerson. So I'm thinking we do single doors. So single door there. 1, 2, 3. Then here's the dividing wall. And this is the little home unit. I feel like it's going to be big enough. Whoops, that's not the button I was after. Well, that's not technically true. That was exactly the button I was after, just not on that occasion. Does that even make any sense? It does in my mind. It's the right button. If I had a room here, if this was officially a room, then it would be the right button. Unfortunately, I haven't actually got it as a room, therefore it's not the right button. What sort of doors did we use over there? Simple doors. I don't have to use the same architecture. It's just, I don't know, it's quite nice to do so. Make it all have some similarities. There we go. See, so this should be. Thank you. You took your time there. You had me worried, but there we go. See, that's the same button as that swoosh out, but because I'm in a room, it opens up the size and the fanciness and the ambience. I don't particularly need a fancy room, so I think this size is fine. I like this size. This is an okay size. So at this point, we want free wall, door, and then yeah. So I don't know precisely how long I'm going to make this complex, but for now, I think the key thing is we'll just finish off a second room and decide roughly on how we're going to deal with the architecture. This was the same sort of flooring there. Not entirely sure what precisely went wrong there. I suppose I just didn't build the tiles I was supposed to be building when I was supposed to be building them, but never mind. There you go. Plan we kaku oi mishamasu is the inverse, I guess. I don't have a plan then? Or I do have a plan, I'm just not telling you. I'm not telling you my plans. How dare you suggest I should tell you my plans? My plans are glorious. Like my purpose. As opposed to my porpoise. My porpoise is not glorious. My porpoise is an arsehole. I think this is where we want to build this. I may be proven wrong. Excellent. That is where I wanted to build that. Superb. Right, so here, what do we want to do? I'm sort of thinking I could make a secret room here. Secret agent room. It's a secret agent room. In fact, I could do some kind of crazy secret staircase underground. I feel like I'm going to end up just knocking into my own bridge, though, by mistake. Which wouldn't be great news. I suppose I could build it like a ladder, rather than try and build it as a staircase down. Although, I don't know. Maybe. Like, if I start from there, I've got a fair whack to get under the river. But where would it be a secret staircase to? I don't know. How deep can you go? As deep as my love. How deep is your love then? I don't know. I was trying to get the joke in. It didn't really work out. But yeah. It's fine. It's fine beyond the belief. I need to know. Ideally. I suppose arguably you've got wall. Wall, wall, wall. Door. Wall, wall, wall. Whoa. But theoretically, there. But I don't think quite there, because I think we want there. The perspective's going. We can't see! But I think so I've done it right, which is helpful. Excellent. Right, what we want to do is we'll just pop that up there. Pop that there. Pop that there. Hey! Oh, he thinks it went right. It's difficult to know for certain. Underground zoo! I don't think I could do an underground zoo. Saying whoa 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 made you sound like the little OCD dirt-obsessed droid in WALL-E. I have not seen WALL-E. I have only ever heard... Yes! Look at that! Look at that! Logic and deduction! Logic and deduction! Logic and deduction! It's in the right place! It's in the right place! Yeah! Anyway, now I've had my happy dance, I will continue, because this one's a lot easier to figure out, because it is just this corner. I mean, perspective is still going to be a nightmare, so I may still have misplaced it, but no, I think we're okay. Whoops. Not quite what I'd intended. If I turn around, there we go. Turn around, I can trash those. Excellent. Now, you may be asking yourself, why have you put it on stilts? And to that, I say, fuck off. That's why I've put it on stilts. Because fuck off. It was a very childish response, wasn't it? Fuck off. It's an equally childish response. Fuck off.
Why have you put it on stilts?
Hello. Put it on stilts.
Cannon.
Well, now I sort of have to subscribe to the question. Thank you very much for the subscription. That came out of nowhere. You've been holding that in your pocket, or has it gone midnight or something ridiculous? You've held that in your little pocket. But thank you very much. I don't mind if you hold it in your pocket. You can hold it in your pocket, you can hold it in your locket, you can stick it in the socket. I don't know. Either way, you can do plentiful things with it. But I do rather appreciate the subscription. That is glorious to behold. I ran out of floorboard, didn't I? I don't think I built no more floorboard. I definitely not built no more floorboard. I could have built floorboard. I was at the builders. Fuck me, I didn't build floorboard. Foikin. Ah, yeah, foikin. You gotta be careful with the foikin, because sometimes one false move with the foikin, and you foik it. But yeah, why have I put it on stilts? I don't know. It is God's honest truth. I did it before when I played this game. What sort of master builder runs out of floorboard? Well, runs out of floorboard is generous. I don't have any floorboard on me. I'm going to have to go down to the builder's yard, mate, yeah? So, yeah, it's just like a 20-minute journey. I am going to have to support you for another £100 in cash, though, in order to actually purchase these floorboards. It definitely come off the bill at the end, yeah, definitely, mate. I'll take it off the bill, and that'll be no problem at all. So just support me 100. You know what? Just in case, yeah. Call it 200. You never know. Something else might come up, and I might need that. So you give us £200 in cash, and I'll pop down the lumber yard, and I'll get you your floorboards. Yeah. I think we can all agree on that. Whoops. But in terms of the stilts thing, I did it once, and now I'm doing it again. I just kind of like the idea that the farmers are able to get up, rise and shine, and look upon their fields and river. And yeah, I just like building things high. I think that's the only reason. We like building things high. I'm going to level I asked that question and assumed I'd get told to fuck off. I see. No, I actually did take it as a serious question. But yeah, in terms of an actual answer, the answer is I don't know. I kind of wanted it. No! Arse and biscuits. Arse and biscuits. No, don't do arse and biscuits. No. No, you let me on. Thank you. Now, yes, yes. And now I go like that. No, 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 no. You get in inventory. No, no. I need you. Shitey ball bags. Shitey ball bags. There we go. We have managed to successfully unshite my ball bag. With a liberal application of the old Kleenex, I've unshited my ball bag. I'm going to need a lot more of those as well in order to sort of justify the fact that it's up there. Because, I mean, in fairness, technically speaking, the reason why I've put them on stilts is to make them look like the houses are not floating. So that it looks justified. That, you know, it can sustain this area on top of it. It's got supports. But in terms of why did I build it up there and not just on the floor, that bit I don't know. I could have just built them on the floor. Egg, 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 hearts, hearts, egg, egg, hearts. I've got ain't nothing but a heart egg. Ain't nothing but a heart egg. That's not my joke, in fairness, not my joke. Not my joke, but the joke of Beck Hill, I think it is. I don't know if you've seen Beck Hill, but I would highly recommend Beck Hill as a comedian. She makes strange sort of... I say strange, very clever, but strange. And those two are not mutually exclusive. But she does like crazy kind of flip books, and they are super clever. And one of them that springs to mind, which was the example there, ain't nothing but a hard egg, was misheard song lyrics if you are hungry. And there's a lot of them. It's quite entertaining. It's very enjoyable. And as I say, you've got all these like little prop things. Fucking ghosts. You've got all these prop things she's got in the flip book. And yeah, basically, if you just Google search Beck Hill, one of her primary things is the misheard song lyrics. So you'd probably find that relatively easily. But she's got a couple of videos of the same concept, just slightly different variations. And both very entertaining. Hey, doors! Doors, 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 doors. I'm George, George, Georgie doors, George, George, Georgie doors. Oh, Georgie doors, by the lush and dead doors, and the in them burning doors, oh, the doors and the doors. I must admit, might be worthwhile having those roped ones as well, because they may look just like they've. Especially what I might do is I'm going to have to. Oh, you bastard ghosts! Is there an actual option? I'm just curious if there is like an option that says "fuck off enemies" while I'm building, but I don't think there is. Truth be told, I think I know it's like part of the game. I know. You're supposed to enjoy the game. Fucking ghosts are fucking wrecking me on this occasion. I'm going to actually have to use a healing herb. Dick heads. Ein dicken Kopfen. That is dickhead in sort of German. I don't think it is actually. Because I don't think the German for dick is dick. So I can't say for certain. I'm going to fucking pick on you, rat, since I'm getting beaten by ghosts. No, I'm not going to pick on that rat because he went one block too high. Like the arsehole he is. This game's kicking the shit out of me today. Fucking ant is going to come over, isn't it? And I'm still being chased by ghosts. I just needed to get to daytime so I can get back to building things. I suppose what I need to do is build my own house. The house that Jay built. And at that point, with a bit of luck, I can just sleep the night away. But so like you lose so much time having to faff around with these pricks. Good, daytime. I think they've gone. Now all I have to worry about is ants coming back. Right. Alright, ropey logs. We won't have as many ropey logs because we'll only be using them fairly sparingly. Spiky logs. Could be interesting. We'll grab a few. Again, I won't need as many, I don't think. So I'll grab some. And now one of the key things I wanted to remember was floorboards. And I was very close to forgetting floorboards again. Floorboards! Oh, I did have some spare floorboards. So they're not all gone. Anyway, now I have 700 floorboards, so I think I've probably got enough floorboards for a little bit. But I don't know. Anyway, now I want to deal in furniture for these rooms. So, I mean, I must admit a drapery door might have been quite nice, but I've kind of gone with a simple door now. Yeah, rustic door. I mean, I could demolish it out, but then it wouldn't be symmetrical anymore. I'd have to demolish all the walls and move them all out by one. And I must admit, I can't be bothered to do that, so I'm not going to. That's sorted that out. Floorboards by going upstairs. Floorboards by going downstairs. Every day you gotta go downstairs, and floorboards. Do we want sort of like a bit of ridged roof thing? And I know, we don't do roofs. But we could do another edging. Do a little edging around it again. Just the approximation of a roof. We'll go that far. We'll go as far as an approximation of a roof. But no further. Picket fencing. Delightful. And a picket gate. Lovely. Rigged roofing. I think it's ridged roofing. Rigid roofing. I'm solid rigid roofing. I need a shovel for that roof denial hole. Which roof? I mean, I don't think I've got a shovel. I actually don't think I've got a shovel. You've just suddenly made some. I know you were making a joke, but you've made something dawn on me, which is this game doesn't have a shovel. I don't know. How am I digging? I'm smashing the earth with a hammer. See, that's one of those ones where it's like it suddenly dawns on you. Right now, it suddenly dawned on me that I'm just smashing the place with a hammer. Wall lamp? Yeah, I think I want some wall lamps. That's not how digging works. No! It's not. It's insane. Oh yeah, I need ruby. Ooh, yeah. Rustic beds. I mean, yeah. I mean, to a certain extent, we are going for sort of. Well, oh yeah, there you go. I have learnt one new language, which is the which is a made-up language, if you were wondering. So it doesn't really count, but that's not the point. Let's go for 8 of those, just to have some spare. I could put them all in coffins, which is flamboyant. So if you were ever wondering what would happen if I slept in a coffin, you would be considered flamboyant. Your boy would be very flambe. Yes, the Islimbalambale. That's what we want. Decorative firewood, yeah, always worthwhile putting a bit of that in. Farming tools, yeah, it's a farming community, why not? Fuck it. Swabbing tools, yeah, go on and have some of them. Handy supplies for mopping mess off filthy floors and dirty decks. Ooh, you dirty deck. What you doing down there? Dirty deck. He's doing terrible things that you don't want to know about. No, sirree. You don't want to know. Rigid rope. You don't want to see my rigid rope. My rigid rope is not for human consumption. We've got some cooking utensils anyway. Yeah, okay. So let's. One other thing I want to do is go to my registry, which is over on the Scarlet Sands. The Sandy Scarlets. Woo! What's that? What's Evil Throne? Yes. No, you did not see Evil Throne. Rosie, you will suffice. You don't appear to have. No, okay. Balls. Maybe it's elsewhere. I can't remember where you get the information from, which is going to be problematic because I need the information. And you may be asking, what information do you need? I need the information that tells me... Whoops. I needed the button for floating down, not crashing down. But you may be wondering, what sort of information do you need? I need the information that says who likes what in their room. Because they all have different... Or they all have slightly differing desires in their rooms. And because of that, we will potentially want to actually sort of acquiesce to their desires, in which case we'll want to deal with that. So ridged roofing will pop a bit in, perhaps. Now I'm thinking probably want to go back and check all the Windows options. But yeah, that's fine for now. We'll leave that. So wall lamps I was going to use. Rustic beds seem like a reasonable choice. Some desks seem like a reasonable choice. Lanterns. Simple small table maybe. Yes. Biddy 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 bombardee. Biddy 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 bombardee. Bada biddy biddy ba bada biddy biddy ba. Firewood. Sacks of wheat. That'll do for now. Right, let's get some lights on. So I'm wondering maybe there? Whoops, not there. There. And there in the middle. And there at the end. Yeah, I think that's alright, isn't it? Just gives a little bit of light outside for people to come in by. So we'll put one there. Yeah, we'll put one in the middle, and then you've got a lovely chunky bit of light when you sort of go in there. Now I must admit, I'm wondering if maybe pop a lantern in the background there, and then you've got some light coming up there as well. Now I sort of want to put lanterns there elsewhere as well, but I don't know if I've got good places for lanterns here. That's not too bad actually, because the lantern does have a sort of a rusticness. So you can just sort of leave them. I'll tell you what I might do. Let's ditch the tables for now. I should have, yes. I should have some barrels. So what we'll do is we'll flank this area with a couple of barrel lanterns. So it gives that impression of the idea of light. And by the impression of light, I mean it gives light. But also maintains that sort of rustic feel where it's like, yes, they do have lights set up, but they've set it up on barrels because they ain't got the understanding to do anything else. So we put all my lights on barrels and that'll do nicely. I'm now curious about room desires. I'm curious about room desires as well, but I can't remember the bastard things, so it's going to be bloody awkward. I'll tell you one thing I do probably need to look up. Tell you what, while we're here, we'll give it an official save. It has been chugging away on the autosave as well, because I've caught it a couple of times this time. But do an official one. But I feel like there we go, a farmer's bedroom. That's the one. So firewood bed. Oh, it still requires 2 beds. Terribly confusing, because I'm trying to build like single bedrooms. And yet all beds require 2 beds. Oh well. I suppose we can put 2 beds in. We'll put a bed there and a bed there. And then sort of Got a couple of barrels there. Put a desk next to the bed. That'll do nicely. And then pop a bit of firewood here. Might consider ending up putting a sort of kitchen area, possibly like some kind of little kitchenette or something. Basic bedroom, and then we're going to want sort of the farming tools then to truly make this sort of a rustic farmer's bedroom. And seeing as there are two beds, I feel like two. Oh, lovely, different rooms, and yeah, a shovel and a hoe. And if you're shoveling it into a hoe, it's too big. You don't need a shovel for that job. Cracking job, Veldin. Would you look at that? It's a mini medal. 2 more tablet targets, and I'm giving you a chiseling. You don't want a chiseling. I mean, Wrigley. Just sorry, Wrigley. I just got to go downstairs. Okay. Okay, this was not what I was expecting. Have you ever wanted to see the end of Wrigley? Bye, Wrigley. I didn't know Wrigley could do that. I wasn't expecting that at all. Golly, that was a sight. Anyway, let's get back to my bedrooms. Because what we want to do is I plan on putting a nameplate in this one. So there's an argument that says I should put 2 nameplates in there, but still, I don't think that's precisely how it works. I suppose probably the farming tools for now. But yeah, I don't think you can put. Yeah, whose room do you want this to be? So if we make this Rosie's room, since she is the farming queen, and now theoretically maybe we can find out what Rosie would like. No, apparently not so much there. The sign says it's Rosie's. I know the sign says it's Rosie's room. Maybe that's something that comes later. So yeah, we'll leave it for now and figure it out at a later date, I'm sure. For now, I think we're just going to make them matching rooms. So just matching cocks with our matching rooms. Basic bedrooms, and then bam, and we put a little bit of firewood there, and a little bit of that there. And then we'll go out and do the same for this end room, which still needs a door. Okay, I was unaware I'd forgotten the door, but that's not a problem. We can sort out doors at a later date. Pop you there, pop you there, pop a bit of firewood there, pop a little wheat sack there. Oh, would you like a wheat sack? Would you like a wheat sack? Would you like a wheat sack, sir? Oh, would you like a wheat sack? Would you like a wheat sack? Would you like a wheat sack, sir? I'd like a wheat sack today. I'd like a wheat sack today. I'd like a wheat sack for my holidays. Farming tools, farming tools. Farming tools, farming tools. Farmer's bedroom. Bonanza! Well done, you've got a farmer's bedroom. And you've got a Bonanza's room. And see, so their likes, you see in the house icon in the centre. It's an obvious house icon, it's not hugely difficult to spot it. But you see those 3 little blips that sort of look like a face going, ah! Those 3 blips mean something to the inhabitant of the room. And somewhere online you can find out what they are, and then you can try and deal with what they want. I think to a certain extent you can get lucky and guess, but clearly I have not gotten lucky. And I have not been able to guess. But nonetheless, I did say there was going to be a cooking area there, didn't I? So what we might do is put some cloth sacks on. Might as well pop some cloth sacks in there somewhere. But first things first, second things second. But the first thing is the one thing we need to deal with is door. Door for the final room there. Oops, no, I know I can't place it in the middle of the wall. I wasn't trying to place it in the middle of the wall game, was I? Ah, increase your overall fanciness. Nice. I think that's one more until the chisel. Cracking job. Look at that. Mini medal time, son. Mini medal time. One more and I'll give you a chiseling. You're looking forward to your chiseling, aren't you, son? Anyway. Perry! Perry, 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 Perry! Ooh, Perry, 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 Perry! The man with the sauce. He's got so much Perry, Perry. He doesn't know what to do with it. Which means he's selling it. He's selling it a real cheap. Do you want a cheap Perry, Perry sauce? I bet you do. I bet you want all of the cheap... It's lucky I can just clip that off. I was hoping it wouldn't look shit. I think maybe we'll have to... We'll pop it there. Yeah, that'll do. I'm hoping in the future that won't look shit. It might do. Whoops, no, not in the centre, you bellend. Bellendus Maximus! Bellendus Maximus! Maximum bender! Oh yeah, we do it. We'll do it like this. We do it like this and then we do it like that. Ah, we don't do it like that because we fell on our ass. And it hurt me. Oh, it hurt me. It hurt me bad, sir. Or did he hurt you real good, son? I must admit, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I want another soft wood in there first. Will block us. Where's my soft wood gone? It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. God, not the fucking frying pans. Get the soft wood out, son. Get the soft wood out. Get your soft wood out, son. Get your soft wood out. I need you hard. Don't get the two workmen too hard. Of course, you're Roger, your son. You've hoped hard. I'm paraphrasing. Poorly, admittedly, but I'm paraphrasing Goes Wrong Show, as is so often my way. But there's a fantastic line where he keeps fucking up the line and suggesting she wants to Roger her son. And it's very entertaining. As is every line in the show, I find. Dang it. Oh, I need fucking food. I need food for the fucking... Does that? No, fullness very little. But it does, interestingly enough, guard against sleep. How very clever. How very clever, game. How very clever. Fullness only 6% for that? Good lord. There's a lot of not very good fullness things. And then some of these are sort of... They're alright, but you end up wasting another effect on them. Well, I suppose I'm going to have to waste another effect on them. There's no real choice. Oh, I've fallen off the roof again. Well, I've fallen off the wall, technically, I suppose. And now I can't get back up on the roof because I've made it too big. Ah, bugger. Gotta be careful not to fall off wall now because wall is too big to get up onto. The one problem trying to make these walls a bit bigger. I must admit, I've sort of... I suppose, yeah... Yes. I've buggered myself. Mother, I've buggered myself. I didn't need to know that, son. I didn't need to know that. You keep that to yourself. Emergency ladder time. I must admit, maybe I should make it like an emergency ladder around the back. But that might look strange, trying to do an emergency ladder up one of these pillars. But, well, have a look. Let's, no, that's an emergency utensils. That's emergency utensils. I don't think anybody has ever gone, damn it all, I need emergency utensils. But, no, there we go. There we go. It keeps it slightly out of the way, whilst also allowing me to then, you know, do this. Now, the key problem we're going to have here, and I suppose we'll figure that problem out later, I suppose. Right now, let's just deal with this problem. There's several problems we need to figure out, and hopefully we will figure them out in the not too distant future. But right this very second, let's just deal with this one. Oops. You kind of get into a rhythm, and then the moment you lose that rhythm, you kind of screwed yourself. Ah, no! Fell off! Fell off! Ah, bollocks! Ah, bollocks to you! You wee sass on that bastard! I didn't want to fall off the bastard! 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 Can I? Yes, okay, so it's not too bad. As long as I jump, I can get on top of here. Surely you're understanding now why I don't build roofs. They make life awkward. Look at this. Making life awkward for everybody involved. This is what you get when you build roofs. Just make life difficult for yourself. I do, in a way, I do sort of hope there's a better way of building roofs and I just don't know it. Or a better way of sort of building tiles like this. But I need the orientation to be facing this way, so the character has to be facing this way, and the only way to then do that is to sort of do the leapy leaps. But still, right. So to the builder's yard. I left to get ice cream. Ice cream. It's not summer, and you're only allowed ice cream in summer. But a butter ice cream? No, maybe not. Ice cream for ice cream, and you scream for your cream. Do you scream when you cream, sir? Don't ask that question. It's personal. It's very personal. Yes, I do apologise. What did we... Okay, here we go. Yes, so... Maybe. No. Not really. Maybe. Have a little bit of that. Don't need as much as we had previously. And now, hopefully... If I just ditch a couple of those that I don't need, what we can then do is go back in here and I'll be right next to what I need, or what I think I need. I don't know for certain. It will do. Hopefully, maybe. Fucking ghosts! No, ghosty bastard. Oh, I don't want to! Get off, you bastard! I hate you so very much right now. I hate you more than I hate myself, which means that hate is supreme. Supreme hatred is coming your way, and by coming your way I mean going away. Sorry, Rosie, I am going to sleep in your bed. Yeah, I realise it sounds wrong, but it's happening. Yeah, it's happening. You've got a spare bed because I have to install two. But in fairness, I could have easily slept with one of the other guys, but frankly, they smell and I don't like them. So it's you, Rosie. I'm sleeping with you. You may enjoy this, you may not enjoy this, but either way, I needed to deal with the ghost situation, and the best way to deal with the ghost situation is sleeping with Rosie. Which is a hell of a statement, isn't it? I think the arched windows might be the nicer of the two. Not 100% convinced of that statement, but still. Do you scream? Oh god, no. You've clipped. Do you scream when you cream? Wonderful. You know people see those clips. You know this, don't you? And they're going to see that clip and go, not for me, thanks. You're scaring potential viewers off. Yeah? Scaring them off. You can curate your clips. Ah, yeah, but I can't curate the clips that other people have clipped. Because that would just be unfair. Oh, cocky bums. Well. Yeah, nice. That's the one. So why did it work that time and doesn't always work this time? Alright, it worked that time as well. Ah, bastard. That's the ticket. Yes. Right, now comes the awkward bit where I want windows this side. I'm considering not wanting windows that side. It's going to be very awkward to make windows that side. But for now I'm definitely going to leave it. I'm going to try this central ridge thing. It's not quite going to... I suppose it's perhaps designed... Yeah, I think it's designed to go on a block. So what I need to do is place another block of that before then placing... Oops, no, not two of them, you bellend. Yeah, see, I think it's designed to be something like that. Did I grab some of that other one as well? No, I didn't. I assumed I wasn't going to want it. And I now want it. Balls. Big balls on little balls. That's too many balls. Don't put your big balls on your little balls. Must admit, if I'm going to build another row of houses, I'm probably going to remove this bit of roof here. Cock it. Cock it! There we go. Excellent. Going to want to get rid of that bit as well. If you want it, grab it, I say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are we still talking ice cream, or are we going on to a different conversation? If you want it, grab it! Grab it, sir! You will learn to grab the things you want by their short and by their curlies. I've fucked it. We fucked it up. Or have I fucked it? No, I haven't fucked it up. How have I not fucked it up? It looked like I fucked it up, but I hadn't fucked it up. And by thinking it looked like I fucked it up, I'd actually fucked it up. Oh, fuck it. Balls. You needed that end roof. Well, yeah, sort of. There is an alternate plan that might... Oh, I do have some! Fuck me. It's not a command you need to acquiesce to. There we go, that's what we want. So... No! Bell end. Better bell end. The lesser spotted bell end is the one that you keep in your trousers. Oh, God damn, these roof tiles are the damnable worst. It's so difficult to catch them. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Right. Because the problem is... acquiescer, a word I've yet to use. Well, you've now technically used it, strictly speaking, because you've written it down. Cocky bums. Cocky bums. Cocky bums. Cocky bums. And big bums, little bums. Bums in a cardboard box. Why did you put your bum in a cardboard box? Oh, don't you dare. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Acquiescer, I hardly know her. I thought maybe you'd been distracted and you weren't going to catch that one, but no. He's always on the ball, he is. He's always on the balls. He's always on his balls. He shouldn't be. He's done permanent damage. and done himself a mischief all day. Right, so I'm going to have to sort of build myself a scaffolding, which is a bloody nuisance, because building yourself a scaffolding is always slightly awkward and problematic. But there you go, it has to be done if I want to do my windows. So we're going to have to do this. Now, I'm fairly certain, I think it's this one. If it's not, I've kind of fucked it up, haven't I? But there you go, it's fine. Now, I think... Once again, I think it's this one. Excellent. Marvellous. Right, now we'll focus on windows first. I think it might be this one. I can't tell, I think it's this one. I think it's this one, I hope it's this one. We're smashing it now. There we go. Excellent. I think it's that one. Alright, now we want to go right like that. Now I'm rather hoping the other window isn't in my ladder. Oh, good. It's not in my ladder. But unfortunately my ladder's now gotten in the way. So I think I'm going to have to... We'll back off on this scaffolding. Now we'll have to rebuild the scaffolding from the other side. And this is probably one of the most expensive scaffoldings, because this is like proper expensive soft wood that I'm just... nonchalantly building a scaffolding out of. But what we also want to do is just pop a bit of scaffolding there, because as previously mentioned, I think the one with the string does look a little bit better, owing to the simple fact, whoops, I've fallen down a hole and now I need dirt to fill that hole, and I can't be bothered to go through my entire inventory to find dirt, so I guess I'm just going to find dirt over here. There we go, I got dirt. I got dirt. I got my dirt. That's going to be awkward, isn't it? I suppose I'm going to have to just build this scaffolding from this side. And then... not exactly what I'd intended. I had intended to use the hammer. God damn it, now I'm going to have to rebuild the scaffolding because I fell off the scaffolding. And I thought, no, not the... Billy Bellend! Oh, now I'm going to have to go get the normal blocks out. I suppose it would have been easier had I just thought of the idea of using the string blocks originally. But I didn't. So now we have to do it the hard way. Doesn't matter. Doesn't actually matter what block you use to build the scaffolding out of. Now, I must admit, maybe do I want that one in the corner after all? Yeah, it would actually line up better if I did it in the corner. If I did it in the corner, it would look better. Maybe, I'm not sure. I think we're looking at that. No, I don't think we're looking at that. I think we're looking at that one? This one? Or am I wrong? No, I'm correct. Can you use something fancy for scaffolding like cakes? I mean, if you've got enough cakes, probably, yes. Well, I don't know. Truth be told, I don't know if cakes stack. In this game, at least. I think in real life, you could stack a cake. But in this game, I'm not sure if you can stack cakes in quite such that level of cake stacking. I don't think would be possible. However, I would be perfectly willing to be proven wrong at some point. If anybody wishes to do the cake experiment, feel free to enjoy the cake experiment. Right, let's now... I think it's going to be this one. I'm going to be very disappointed if it's not. Yes, it is. Excellent. Slightly awkward. Basically, we're going to have to do the scaffolding situation again. Just get little tea cakes and some ice king. Ice king! Ice king! Get your ice king here! Marvellous. Smash it, smash it, smash it! Not the block I'd intended to smash, but it doesn't matter. I have 2 tea cakes! I wouldn't say no to a tea cake. Although, having said that, I ate a fuck ton of cookies earlier, so I probably shouldn't eat a tea cake as well, but... I mean, I'm not saying I couldn't. I'm just saying I probably shouldn't. Excellent. Yes! It looks okay. You recently went to the jam factory? Is that a euphemism? Tea and cake together. A tea cake. Dirty bastards. Not in my lifetime. I feel like we're referencing two different things, but I'm not sure what you're referencing, I'm afraid. Because I don't... A lot of the time, I don't get the reference until someone explicitly states it. Which is unfortunate, because half the time, it's something I've watched. And it's just like... oh, it is Peter Kay. Oh, you're paraphrasing then, I suppose, aren't you? Because I don't think he did tea cakes. His is garlic bread, of course, isn't it? Garlic bread. Garlic bread. Bread and garlic. Or did he include tea cakes? I'm perfectly willing to accept he may have included tea cakes. I've done a slightly different window situation, but then again, that is a barn. And that's not a barn. Well, that's a barn. That's an animal barn. An animal barn looks alarmingly like it's on fire there. But still. Anyway, I must admit, from a distance, it's unfinished, but it don't look too bad, does it? It's alright. It's okay. It's not shit. Oh, the cheesecake one. Yeah, garlic bread. Now, Oni, are you suggesting Peter Kay's garlic bread sketch is good, or are you just saying garlic bread's good? Because garlic bread is very good. I imagine Peter Kay himself enjoys garlic bread as well, but nonetheless, he did do a bit on it. And yes, I think he does do the cheesecake one as well, yeah. Well, I don't remember the cheesecake one as much. And I know Catherine Tate does a similar thing in her TV series as well, I think. Right, so let's consider plans. Rope bladders. That's kind of cool. Should have perhaps used that instead of a regular ladder, but never mind. Oh, Scorpion. I will fucking wreck you. There you go. See? What did you accomplish, Mr. Scorpion? Yeah, you just pissed me off. And you don't like me when I'm pissed off. Cheesecake is wonderful! I loves cheesecake! Cheesecake is one of my favourite desserts of all time. I just likes it. I cannot fully explain to you why, but I do's. I do likes it. It's one of those ones where if someone goes, do you fancy a dessert? And there's cheesecake on the menu, the answer is yes. Granted, if there's other cake on the menu, the answer is usually yes as well, but that's not the point. The point is I like cheesecake. Right. So technically, it is about the right time to be moving over to Graveyard Keeper, which I will probably do after I eliminate the ant problem. But I think the next goal... The only unfortunate thing is this part of the goal is probably pointless. But it might be nice to sort of develop some kind of staircase here, so that I'm not having to sort of jump up the dirt every single time. And then develop some kind of actual path over here, so that I'm not having to sort of go and miss. In fact, I think without that open path, I have to actually go round now, which is slightly annoying. Which is further proof that it needs improvement. Also, we do need some more seeds. They've managed to do the tomatoes. Excellent. Good lads. You've done all the tomatoes, but I don't think we've got any of the other seeds, which is slightly unfortunate. But yeah, we've now got a shitload. A shitload of cabbage. And we do have aubergines and coffee. I don't really know what's needed for coffee. Nor do I know what's needed for aubergines. Plus, I don't think I can actually do... Yeah, until I actually sort of manually do it. Which means I'd need... Oh, yeah, Catherine Tate, Posh Mum with the yogurt is a great one. The Posh Mother, in fairness, is great. I did notice Catherine Tate has just recently, it would seem, next week I think it's coming, she's got another special coming to Netflix, I think. 6 episodes where she's doing sort of multiple characters in a women's prison, I believe, was the idea. So I don't know whether that'd be any good, but it's a Catherine Tate thing that's coming soon. And most of her offerings have been quite entertaining. Right, I'm going to stand upon my latest construction and look out upon my old construction that nobody fucking uses. Arseholes. Yes, Perry. Perry, you're an arsehole. Yeah? You're an arsehole. Where are the others? Are you in bed yet? Bonanza. 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 You're an arsehole. And now I'm in your bedroom. Because you're an arsehole. Hey, look. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You asleep? You asleep? Not anymore. Fuck you. Not using my facilities. Goddamn chickens looking at me funny. Goddamn. What can I... Okay. So, great. Now I've installed this funky roof. I can't get on the roof as easily. Wonderful. Hey. Hey, Rosie. 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 Bitch. Unfair. But there you go. Never mind. And they weren't ducks, they were chickens. Did I call them chickens or ducks? I feel like I called them chickens. I don't know what I called them. But they're chickens, not ducks. Either way, they're fucking pricks. Anyway. That is going to be all of the Dragon Quest builders for this week. What I might do is, I know I said this last week and I didn't get around to it, and I've said it previous weeks and never got around to it either. I might try and do some in the week. So I might try and build like the staircase in the week, because the staircase is a fairly insignificant thing. Also, just turned the controller off when I didn't mean to. I sat there looking at it going, I don't think I want to turn this controller off. But turns out I'm turning this controller off. Well, take your fucking finger off the button, why don't you? I don't know why I don't take my finger off the button. So I suppose I'm going to turn this controller off, aren't I? And the answer was yes. Yes, I am going to turn this controller off. And I thought, fuck, I don't want to turn the controller off. Why turn the controller off? And yet I still turn the controller off. And I'm thoroughly ashamed that I turned the controller off, because I didn't need to turn the controller off. So now I've turned the controller back on. But arguably, I don't need the controller for a good 5 minutes, so I could have left the controller off. Maybe I should turn the controller off again. But no, I don't want to turn the controller off, because I only just turned the fucker on. Anyway, with a bit of luck, that won't... is this... no, that was a different one. Well, I wonder if I do have that one, because it's a fun one. No, that's a shame. I don't think I've got that folder on here. No, I must have. Or do I? No, maybe I don't. Doesn't actually make sense. I wonder where I got this music from. Now I'm just confused. I'm just confused about the whole affair. Oh well, just grab a couple of random ones from here. That'll do. Tavern music's always fun. And we've been talking about bones today, so that'll do. Play that funky music, white boy. There we go. A little bit of music for the breaky breaks. Be about 5 minutes, and then we'll be back for some Graveyard Keeper. So I will be back shortly.